We're making gluten-free cinnamon rolls that are soft and protein boosted with cottage cheese. They have tons of flavor with oat and almond flour, cinnamon and coconut sugar, and they don't require any yeast or rising. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla, and if you love healthy recipes to our favorite foods, then you are in the right place. Now you're welcome to jot down these ingredients as we go along, or you can click on the link that's in the video description below. And that will take you to the full recipe with all the details, including nutrition facts, ingredients and substitutions, and frequently asked questions. So to make these cinnamon rolls, we're going to start by blending down our cottage cheese so we no longer have that curdled texture. And you could use any high-speed blender, or I love using the chopper cup that comes with my immersion blender. So we're just going to add 1 cup of cottage cheese, and you could use large curd, small curd, whatever your preference. I like to use the full fat for the most creaminess. And then we'll add our other wet ingredients, including 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. And then we just blend this until smooth. Well, that looks great, and then we can just set this aside. Now we're going to blend together our dry ingredients, and we're going to start with our flours. I love using a combination of oat flour and almond flour because I think it gives you the best flavor. So we're adding 1 1/4 cups of oat flour and 1 cup of almond flour. And I include some additional flavor combinations that you can use on the recipe card by clicking on the link in the description. Now because the oat flour and the almond flour don't have any gluten in them, we're going to add some tapioca starch because that's going to help give them some structure. So we're going to add 1/2 cup of tapioca flour, and then we're adding 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of cane sugar, but you could also use regular sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we'll just whisk these together till they're well combined. And then we'll drop in our blended cottage cheese. And then we're just going to start stirring this together with our sturdy spatula. And then once we've picked up all the flour from the bottom, we're going to have this nice fluffy and slightly sticky dough. Now this dough is going to be a little bit stickier than a normal gluten cinnamon roll dough, and so we don't want to add any more flour to it because we want to keep it nice and soft and moist. So I've just laid out a piece of parchment paper, and then I'm going to spray it with some non-stick, and I'm just using some coconut oil. And then we also want our hands to be non-stick, so I'm just going to spray a little bit of oil on my fingers. And then we can pull out our dough. And I'm just going to start to smooth it into a nice big ball, and then we can start spreading it out on our parchment paper. And it is going to feel more like a cookie dough than a bread dough as we spread it. It's okay that it's kind of splitting because we'll smooth it out once we have it evenly distributed. And now that our dough is evenly spread out, we're going to take about 1/4 cup of some butter and just spread that on nice and generously. But I do include instructions on the recipe card for using coconut oil instead. And then in a bowl, we're going to add 1/3 cup of coconut sugar and a tablespoon of cinnamon. And then we'll just mix these together. And then we're just going to sprinkle this all over the butter. And since we didn't use a lot of sugar in the dough, we can be a little more generous here in the filling. I'm just going to come back in by hand and just kind of tap it down into the butter and into the dough. Now to roll this up, we're really going to rely on our parchment paper. So we'll start on one end and we'll just kind of squish it down. And we're going to kind of smooth this as we go. And we'll use our parchment paper to roll it over, and then gently peel it back and just kind of smooth out the dough. Now, if you could use more healthy inspiration on a regular basis, I invite you to join my email list. All you have to do is click on the link in the video description below, and that is the best way for us to stay connected. And then we have this beautiful roll. Now to cut the cinnamon rolls, you could use a knife, but I really like just the tried and true method of using dental floss. So I'm going to first make myself some little score lines. So I'm going to divide it into 4ths and then into about 1-inch slices. And then we just get the dental floss underneath the roll, and then we use our fingers to push it down against the parchment paper so it slides easily. And then once we have it right underneath our score line, we bring both ends together and we cross them across each other, keeping a little bit of tension, and then just pull and it slices right through. And then we can push our dental floss down again against the parchment paper and kind of wiggle it down to our next slice. And we just continue for the rest of the rolls. Now before we put the rolls into our baking dish, we want to spray it generously with some non-stick. So I'm just using my coconut oil. And then we simply lift up our roll and place it inside. Oh, these are so cute. Well, these look adorable, and they're ready to go into a 350-degree oven for anywhere between about 22 to 25 minutes, or until they start to turn a light golden brown on top. Well, here's our cinnamon rolls after 25 minutes in the oven, and they look gorgeous. You can see they're nice and toasty brown on the top, and it smells so good in here. Now you could top these with any type of cream cheese, frosting, or icing that you like. I love using whipped cream cheese combined with a little bit of maple syrup. Now you could use regular cream cheese, but I find that the whipped cream cheese just makes it a little bit fluffier and goes a little further. Now you could just mix this together in a little bowl, but I found that my chopper cup works really well. So I'm just going to add 2/3 of a cup of some whipped cream cheese into my little chopper cup. I'll pour in 2 tablespoons of maple syrup and 2 pinches of salt, and then just blend it real quick until smooth. Ah, perfect. Now you could just spread this over all the cinnamon rolls after they cool off a little bit, or you can serve out your cinnamon rolls and then just spoon a little bit on top of each piece. I have one I made earlier, and that's what I'm going to do. That is delicious. That bready texture is just really nice and soft, but then nicely toasted on the outside. And you get so much flavor coming from that almond and oat flour. And then it has a perfect amount of cinnamon and sweetness coming in from the swirl inside. And then getting that cream cheese spread on top is so good. And I love that it's made with clean, natural ingredients, which means I'm gonna feel just as good even after I eat it. Now, of course, this isn't going to taste exactly like a traditional cinnamon roll, but it is going to be a delicious alternative with ingredients that everyone can enjoy regardless of their allergies, and that you can customize to meet your dietary needs. And it will absolutely satisfy any cinnamon roll cravings. Well, thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen. I have included the link to the full recipe, and it's in the video description below. And that will take you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I invite you to join me again in my kitchen.